Welcome to the REI Foundation Podcast, where we cover all the steps and strategies to make your real estate dreams a reality. Now your hosts, Jason and Peely.
Welcome back to the REI Foundation Podcast with Jason and Peely. We welcome Kevin Dowling back. Hi, Kevin.
Which must be Multifamily Monday.
Yes.
All right.
Welcome back to Multifamily Mondays. Today, we are going to talk about team building. So Jason and Kevin do not invest in multifamilies or are not investing in multifamilies in New Jersey. They're actually looking outside of their home state. So how do you build a team outside of your own state? Kevin, you want to start?
Sure. Yeah, I think the first thing is obviously networking. Picking up the phone, networking with local brokers, local professionals, real estate professionals, local property management companies, attorneys. And what Jay and I spent a lot of time doing, especially in the first couple weeks and months, is interviewing folks, letting them know who we are, kind of finding out more about what they do and who they are, and aligning with them to make sure that there's synergies there to where we can partner up from a property management perspective, from a brokerage perspective, to have them send us opportunities. So interviews was the biggest thing we did starting out.
I would say, and part of that is people are going to say, well, I don't have any large multifamily, so how am I going to get these people to talk to me? Well, everybody starts somewhere. So you want to know exactly what you're looking for. And you also want to be proficient with your terms. So you want to know what you're looking for, and you want to know what you're looking to say and what you need from these team members. And then you can get on for a conversation. So I currently don't have any assets in this area. We're looking to grow into this area. We really want to acquire 75 to 200 units, BC assets that have operational inefficiencies, whether it's in the management side or the property side. We don't want to stay on the west side because we know it's a more dangerous area. We prefer to be on the southeast where we know there's a big blue collar mix. Great. And at least on that point, you have a conversation with someone. They understand that you've done your time to know what you're looking for and have the right questions. And then for that, you can get to the point of seeing if they're going to be the right fit. Because maybe you tell them that and they say, well, we only do single family homes. Okay, well, then it's probably not the right person for your team. Or we just want to do new construction. Again, probably not the right person for your team. So as you're building out your team, you want to be specific and make sure those people align with basically the properties you're searching for.
Great. So that's for looking for like brokers and property managers. Mm-hmm. So say I'm a broker and I'm like, oh, awesome. 2 new investors I can deal with. I put you on my buyers list, and I send you a 400 unit on the west side that needs a ton of work. What do you say to me?
Well, I'd say thank you for sending. We'd probably get a response back to you no matter if it was a fit or not. I guess for the first couple, it's always important to respond with why not, because there are going to be some scenarios that just don't work out, but we do want to keep the partnership going. So we make it a point to reach back out on every opportunity that comes across our desk. To let the broker know, let the property management know, or the owner know why the scenario does not work for us or why it does. So we make it a point to get a response back.
Great. And I think we've talked about this before, how follow-up is key no matter what you're doing in this business. I mean, really in life in general, following up. Okay, so you say a broker sends you something, it works, numbers work. You do what you need to do to get it started. How do you build out the rest of your team? Because now you need people on the ground, people to take care of the building. You need, staff. How do you find those people?
Well, we were already putting those people in place because what we didn't want to have is we wanted to know the brokers that may fit with the properties. So when we did have a property, we weren't automatically searching for a bank to be able to finance the deal. And then we had to figure out what criteria we wanted. And then all of a sudden we were behind the 8 ball. And the same thing, we were doing that with property management companies. We were lining up property management companies that were proficient with this type of asset. And they actually were very helpful, because when we did get these coming apart, before we were going back to offering a deal, we were sending these out to the property management company. We were sending this out to the banker to make sure that this worked into the financing options they had in line, and also for the management company that the expectations of maybe how it was being run are in line. And if it wasn't, they could come back and give us their feedback on how they anticipated it operating, what expenses, where they see maybe some operational inefficiencies with raising rents, or maybe where they see a few different areas where the property could be improved.
Yeah.
Great.
So there's just one thing to note on that. There's a lot of checks and balances along the way. So just for us to have the proper team in place is good, but the lender is going to probably vet the property management company as well. So and vet the deal, and the property management company is also going to want to vet the deal. So there's a lot of checks and balances along the process.
Yep.
Great. I guess another thing is how do you, plain and simple, look for good people? I mean, you're here, they're there. How do you know they're good people to work with?
Constant referrals. Yeah, we would talk to one, and if we liked synergies with one, we would ask them for referrals to the next, and just continue to repeat the process. And then also now we'd keep speaking to people still. If it was property managers, we'd speak to different property managers, get their context, speak to other investors in the area, ask what property managers they've been working for or working with, and also now what's their take on certain property managers. So constant networking, constant seeing who people are using. And then if we do feel like we align with that person, asking them to, okay, great. We like you as a property management company. Do you have appraisers that you work with? Do you have survey people do you work with? Do you have local lawyers that you work with that deal with large multifamilies and know the route for the market, and just basically leveraging the team members that are already in your group.
Great. Do you have anything else to add to that, Kevin?
Just that obviously the internet's a powerful item too nowadays. Yep. So, you can cross-reference a lot of the initial interviews you're having and the information you get with what's available on the World Wide Web.
Google.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you again, Kevin, for joining us. So this is the REI Foundation Podcast with Jason and Peely and Kevin Dowling, Multifamily Mondays. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us, look us up, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks,
no
Kevin.
problem. Bye.
Hi, everybody. Peely here from the REI Foundation Podcast. Looking to rev up your wholesaling or house flipping business? Go now to houseflippinghq.com. Jason and I are part of a house flipping family, a community created by Justin Williams. Would we be where we are without him and without his community and his mentors? Probably not. Justin and his team basically handed us personalized shortcuts and exact strategies that have made us explode in today's market. So if you're looking to take the next step, go to houseflippinghq.com right now. Again, this is Peely from the REI Foundation Podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and we are so grateful for you. Have a great day. Bye.
Thanks for tuning into the REI Foundation Podcast. Check back next time for more awesome tips and strategies to launch your new you in real estate.